Hey, it's Ryan with QLZ. We are back in the green room. We had a band in the studio this morning, and we're right back at it. We're talking with the guys in Set It Off. We've got Zach, we've got Maxx, and we've got Cody. And before we get even into a bunch of stuff, Cody, Wikipedia is an interesting thing, as you guys I'm sure know. So Cody is the lead singer. Cody, you also play clarinet and saxophone, or alto saxophone, excuse me.
Yeah, that's true. I actually, my life before this band was going to be just being a classical clarinetist. I went to Oberlin Music Conservatory, and I didn't really fit in with anybody there because I wanted to talk about rock music, and they were like, "Yeah, what about Beethoven though?" And I'm like, "Okay." So that's the most short version of that story, but yeah, that was going to be what my life was.
Awesome. I did jazz band for a couple of years, and I was like, hell, this is the first time I think I've ever interviewed anybody where there's actually like, woodwinds, actually like instruments you'd find in a jazz band actually along with somebody. So that was kind of cool.
That's actually why, like, if you ever like go through our discography and just be like doing a deep dive, in almost every song there's some sort of orchestral instrument. It's always been kind of important about that's been like something that firm part of our background, having some sort of strings, some sort of brass or woodwinds, and I'll try to sneak clarinet in there if it makes sense.
That's awesome. I love it. Now you guys, you're on tour right now, and you guys just went independent starting this year. And what I love about doing, the artist spotlight, and when some bands, kind of start doing some radio campaigns and they start getting some radio love, you realize some of these bands have way more music than what you knew. I didn't know who you guys were before Punching Bag, which again, I love because now I have a bunch of new music to go check out, but you guys just went independent starting this year. You guys have 5 albums out. So what have you guys enjoyed so far in this short time frame of being now an independent band?
I think for us, what it's been is, as you said, like, we've been doing this for some time now. Like, we started in 2008 and we started as independent. No one really at the time believed in us. So we're like, well, it's fine. We'll bet on ourselves. Our parents were nice enough to support us, but we went out with nothing. Like, I put all of my college money that I was going to go back to school with the next year, and I bought a van, bought a trailer, got our instruments. We just started rehearsing and started booking our own shows to headline to nobody. So we would play up and down the East Coast and do these various tours. And weirdly enough, because a lot of people don't know this, but the whole point of tours because you have people to play for. You're like, thank God someone can see us. Now next time when we come back at headline, we'll have people to watch us. But somehow still people started coming back. And it was little by little, but we felt like we had something. And we were like doing our own music videos and everything, to where finally we sent an email to Equal Vision Records, and we were like, hey, here's a link to our music video. Not a formal long email submission, just like, hey, here it is. And the person who read that at the time, Frank Chester, was like, the overall confidence to just do that. And they ended up liking how self-sufficient we were at the time, and how much we've done just on our own, and we aligned with them. And our relationship with them was great. And then we did Fearless Records, and that was great. But then our contract ended, and we're like, I really feel like we're in a place now with everything that we built where we can just do this on our own. And crazy enough, we decided, yes, we're going to do that. Went right back to writing. And the first song is Punching Bag, and it's the first time ever being on rock radio. So it's a really cool, satisfying feeling.
It's crazy how it works out. Again, I told you guys before we got rolling, I do a feature called The Artist Spotlight. Again, it's about like new bands, up and coming bands, and like bands such as yourself. It's like, oh, now, they've got a whole 15 years of music I can go back and listen to and enjoy this song for our listeners. It's one we've got in rotation right now. This song, the people that are working it, they're like, man, this really is a fuck you song. And that's kind of what we like about it. It's kind of the feeling when you listen to it. It's like, they tell you at one point, fuck you in it, and it's like you're just letting out this aggression. So kind of what inspired this tune?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing about us, is like, I'm generally a really happy person, but the only way I get anger out is you can't walk around saying, go fuck yourself in society, and it's just like, yeah, that's great. So we get all of that aggression out in our songs, and we're kind of known for our angrier songs, to be honest. It's such a great tool. So when we're playing live shows, our like energy means everything to us, and everyone at the shows is also getting their aggression out at the show, and it's a good feeling. But the inspiration behind the track, honestly, it's just been because, you know, we see ourselves as kind people. We can tend to see ourselves getting walked on sometimes, or taking advantage of our kindness. And or when you're a people pleaser and you just want everyone to be happy, and someone goes, I'm going to exploit that. And it sucks. People on the internet love to just kind of attack you and just have no repercussion. And then you're left to question who you are as a person. And this song is just going, you know what? No, I don't care what you think. I'm just going to be myself. I'm secure in who I am. So say what you want. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I love it. You need songs like that every once in a while. I mean, some songs have deep meaning, and obviously those are important, and bands write those songs, but sometimes you just need to let it out.
Yeah, you do, man. It's healthy. Really healthy.
Yep, you feel better afterward. I love it. So with you guys, again, being independent now, Punching Bags, the first new music from you guys being independent, what do you guys want to do the rest of the year? I mean, do you want to continue to make albums? Obviously, the industry is, I'm sure, very different from when you guys started back in 08. So what do you guys want to do when it comes to EPs, albums? What do you want to do?
So now that it's in our hands, like we just released last Friday a brand new single called Win Win, featuring Scene Queen, who we're on tour with right now. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep releasing music. We're going to keep going back and keep writing and keep releasing singles. And perhaps eventually we'll compile it into an album. But right now, all we see that is important to us is getting people music that we're loving and that we're fun. Because that's really the whole theme of these writing sessions, is just kind of getting back to the roots of it all, just like it felt like with going independent. So we just want to get them our music. That's kind of it. And tour as much as we can and do some festivals. And we're keeping busy this year, so it feels good.
Yeah, and you guys have had some sold out shows on this run. I think you guys had Philly was sold out the other night. So how's the tour been going?
Oh my God, it's our biggest US tour we've ever had. It's been phenomenal. You guys having a good time?
Yeah. we start the set with playing Punching Bag, and it's incredible to see, because honestly, it's the song that the crowd sings the loudest, and it's our newest song, and it's the first song, so it's like a ton of energy right off the bat.
Yeah, it really feels like, you're taking a risk whenever you release new music, and obviously going independent. So there's definitely a little bit of fear when you're starting everything going, is we going to keep our momentum? Are things going to get better? And this tour has confirmed that we made the right choice. I love the new music. There's more people coming to shows than ever. It really feels like something's happening here.
Feels special.
Yeah, and we're really appreciative of all of that.
So does it feel like maybe a lot of weight's been lifted off you guys? I'm sure, a lot of fulfillment, I'm sure, on your guys' end. Does it feel like there's a lot of stress that's been lifted and you can really just get out and kind of enjoy a little bit more of everything you guys are doing?
I'd say there's a 50-50 cocktail of yes and no to that.
Okay.
So it's like, yes, wow, we have control and we're seeing everything that's happening. But then we're also the busiest we've ever been in our entire lives. So it's a good thing though. Like we're constantly, we have both hands on the wheel at all times. And that feels, there's something good about it, especially when you're a control freak. But it's been nice. It's been relieving and positively stressful.
Awesome. I love it. Well, again, man, Punching Bags, the new song out right now. We're spinning on QLZ. Win Wins, another single you guys have out. The video's out for that Thursday, right?
Yeah, right.
Yep. So plenty of new music coming up for you guys. And before I let you guys go, a question I've been asking a lot of bands. My last job that I had in Wisconsin, it was a blog feature, and it was asking bands their favorite complete albums of all time. So from start to finish, the albums, the records, you don't skip any songs on. So I got to pick your guys' brains on this as well. Your favorite complete albums.
Complete album.
Man, that's tough.
Oh man.
The first album that I ever fell in love with and that I can still listen to front to back is Blink-182's Enema of the State.
Okay.
And part of that's the nostalgia, obviously,
Yep.
but it's the whole reason I got started in this, and I can listen to every single song.
It took me a minute. I'm glad you answered first because now I know my answer. But I'm gonna go.
Also Blink-182.
It's also Blink-182. No, mine is Newfound Glory, Sticks and Stones. I was going through like my friend Brian, who's actually from out in Atlanta, was like, yo, listen to these lyrics, and I can listen to that top to bottom every single time. Nothing but hits on that album.
Okay.
Mine's probably Paramore, Brand New Eyes.
Okay.
Their second full length.
Awesome. It's been a fun question to ask because you see the bands and you hear their different influences. Like looking at you guys and hearing some of your music and reading up more, your influences are different than probably most other people I've interviewed. So it's always cool to get that spectrum of everything out there. Some are more punk, some are heavier. We had a band in this morning, and their drummer said Dave Matthews, so it's all over the place.
Oh, sick. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's cool getting everybody's answers on this. It's fun, and I'm glad bands are having fun with it. Again, man, Punching Bag, the new song out now. Win-Win's another single out from you guys. Video this Thursday. Where can everybody follow the band on the socials, website? People can get merch, all that good stuff.
Well, you can search us on YouTube, Set It Off. We got our own channel right there. All of our socials are at Set It Off. I believe we don't have a Set It Off band.
Just Set It Off. And
awesome.
If you want merch or tour dates or literally anything, it's all at setitoffband.com.
Awesome. Well, again, man, Punching Bag's new song out now. You guys are independent. You're doing things the way you guys want. It's awesome. I'm glad it's working out. So Cody, Zach, and Maxx, man, I appreciate you guys taking the time today.
Thanks so much for having us. Take care.